Okay, so I want to do a sticker update on the Droid. So right here, they're already peeling. And these are pretty much $8. So I say save your money personally because they're peeling. Even though they were clean, we smooth it out.
And
again right here.
Droids. They've just been sitting on the shelf.
And on top, they're starting to bubble. If you can see that little bubble. And even on the silver stickers, see right there? It just happened. So I say save your money and maybe even paint them if you're really good at painting. But right here we have the black one. I haven't seen anything popping up on the black. But when you have pink or a bright color, I believe you're going to be able to see more of the peeling.
Okay, so as you guys know, I built a droid, and we haven't put anything on it, and they did have those free panels, but I didn't get those because the colors were red, white, and blue, and that doesn't match with purple and white, as you know, if you're like me and like color coordination. So we ended up actually buying some. This is my parents' black droid that has a black chip in it, and it's evil. And mine doesn't have a chip in it, so this is what it sounds like. Sounds like it's crying.
Isn't that just regular R2D2?
Yeah, it sounds just like R2D2, like a demo. You could stop.
But I like how it lights up purple.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. It lights up pink and purple. Whatever. And these droids can actually interact with each other. The first, when my dad brought this out, this one was already interacting with it. And they can actually interact with stuff around the park, so that's really cool. But we haven't put the personality chip in this, like I said before. So this is one we picked up. It's a gray one. And we're not. They took out the testing thing where you could test out your personality chips, see what they sound like before you buy them.
That's a scoundrel chip, though.
So it's a criminal?
Yeah, they're like criminals.
Okay.
Low lives criminals.
And then we got this R-Series accessory panels for my droid. Purple. And then we got the R-Series jet attachments, sorry. And then we figured that we would just share like the accessories and attachments, so we didn't have to spend more money. But then for the black droid, we got these droid decals. There's like silver.
Yeah, it's to touch it up a little bit because we do have the black ones on, but I figure we needed to add a little bit more silver to the dome.
Oh yeah. And then for mine, we got pink, so we can like, you know, mix and match with the purple. And then we got the R-Series serving tray. This is really cool. Oh, it's doing that by itself. That's cool.
He's saying, I ain't wearing that thing.
Yeah. He's like, heck no. Where there's like, they could put these things on your droid and they could serve drinks. It's really cool.
I didn't even push that button either. He did that on his
own.
own.
He did it on his own.
He's saying, I'm not wearing that.
Yeah, like I told you, they can interact with each other. That's what it looks like on the back. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, yeah, wait. This is a...
That's a taser.
A taser,
arm
okay.
That goes on the top of it. And then it also has the little grasper arm.
She's doing that on her own, too.
Oh, there you go. She wants to pinch them. And then here's a circular saw.
And then he starts going.
And then we have a couple of little slicing arms right here. You know, for slicing in the computers and stuff. And then we have the two blaster cannon attachments, which is pretty cool. Let's see what it sounds like with the chip first before we start putting the panels on. Let's see.
These chips are really hard to get in, by the way.
Yeah, they're not fun.
And to take out. That's worse.
See how she sounds.
Oh. Move this way. There.
Oh, he's
going.
Let's put him over here.
I'm not putting pink on you, dude.
Oh, we're making her talk.
I just want love.
That's weird.
It's like a bird.
Yeah.
That's like somebody dialing for pizza.
Oh,
She
now
has a lot of little noises.
Miko's a girl.
Miko. Okay, that's cool. Get those on. And then, you know, I wish they had these at the factory, the purple ones, for free, but we had to pay. How much extra we pay for the panels? We paid $13 for the panels.
But they match the head.
Yeah, well, I don't mind paying for them to match it. But it's just too bad they didn't have them, you know, available.
Oh, yeah. They only have the ugly colors available that no one wants. You know, the funny thing was people were going in there and making an R2-D2 when they have a pre-built one for cheaper.
Yeah, I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing it by himself.
Yeah, he's saying they're silly. They're silly for making R2-D2.
Yeah.
That's cool how they do that by
Yeah.
themselves.
We're not even controlling him. He's doing that by himself. And around the park, like I said, they interact with different droids and stuff.
Let me see. I'm gonna put some blaster cannons on him.
All right.
So they give you this remote with each droid. This is really cool. It goes forward. It goes backwards. It goes that way. And it goes that way. This is the talk button. This is the accessory button. This won't work unless you have an accessory attached, at least to this part right here.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
the curves won't work.
Yeah. And then here's the head button. And whenever you put them together, you know, it looks pretty convincing. Okay, so we got the accessories. This is all the arm accessories that you could buy. For some reason, they're calling this a taser. Now, whenever we watch the movies, R2-D2's always comes out of his chest and looks about like this one right here. But it does have the little grabber arm. Remember whenever he was fighting Yoda over the little lamp, and Yoda was hitting him in the head with a cane? And then they have the circular saw, like he used when he cut all them out of the net. And then they have like the slicing arms whenever he was slicing into the Death Star. That's what this one looks like. I'm not quite sure what this one's for. But, so you got all these. And unfortunately, none of these accessories activate any noise or anything. So these are just for looks. Okay, so we have the serving tray attachment with the little serving arm up here. The pistons and all the little movement on this thing is pretty cool. But the tray itself is a little nightmare to put together. We probably spent 15 minutes trying to put it together. Each individual little square on this thing is a separate piece, and it's held together by very shallow pegs. And as I put one piece on, another piece would fall off. And we finally got it, and then I put it on the droid to try to drive it with it, and it fell off and broke again. So you need to have it standing just to wear it. And if you don't, it's going to fall. So if you have small kids that want this, I would suggest super gluing it or just skipping out on it. I believe it's their most expensive accessory. It's $18 for the set. But for $18, you know, you would kind of think you'd be able to drive your droid around. We also picked up this backpack on our last trip. Unfortunately, whenever we found it, we didn't realize that this chain had a piece that was broken off that connects to the top of the droid's head to keep him stable so he's not leaning out of the bag. But I think it's very cool. It's like a baby carrier, you know, type of backpack, so you can have your little
Yeah.
droid in there.
Little droid baby.
My wife wore it on her chest, you know, and had it like a baby carrier, so it was kind of cute. and people were looking at it and going, "Oh, it's so cute, little baby droid." And we got to actually, with their wearing it like that, we got to watch it interact with the different stuff in the park and stuff too. And these are $40. Unfortunately, they are completely sold out at the moment, but the cast member told me they are expecting more to be smuggled in soon. But overall, these are all of the accessories that you could possibly get at the moment. You get all the arms and attachments in one set. You get the blaster cannons as another set. The drink carrier tray and the control arm there is a set, as are the jet boosters are a set. We also got the black Comtech chip, and we got the silver. The black is a first order one, which makes him sound a little more evil. But they actually sold out of a lot of the other chips, so they took away the display, which you can see in our other Droid factory video. You can see the display that has all the other chips that are available whenever they come back in stock, and we try out the sounds on them and everything too.
Yeah, I don't know why they took it out. I did ask the lady, and she just said because if they fell out of a chip, they don't
want people crying that they can't find that color.
So I don't know. It might just be maybe because people were crowding. I honestly think it's people crowding around it to listen to the chip, and it's kind of hard to hear in there because it's very, very loud.
Oh yeah, very loud.
So people are trying to buy chips, and then you have people below them listening with their ear what sound it is. So I think it has something to do with that.
And it is very loud in there. It really is. Whenever there's like a whole crowd, it's like, it's kind of crazy.
And there's most of the time a line outside the shop.
Yeah, so if you come later in your stay, you get 4 hours in Galaxy's Edge at the moment. So if you come more towards the end, maybe your third hour, before they let the next group in, your line should be shorter and you should be able to get stuff a lot quicker.
That's where we went.
Yeah, we went towards the end and there was no line.
I think as a kid, personally, I think it was a really good experience. You know, when you're putting on the arms of the droid, there's like a little Dremel thing. I'd had my dad help me with that because I didn't want anything to happen. But I think it was really fun. Yeah, it can be pricey, but it's Disney. You know, it's going to be pricey.
Yeah, each droid, to build a droid, it's $100. To get the panels you want, it's $13. And the stickers...
But they're free panels.
There is free panels. But my parents didn't know about this when they built their first droid.
Yeah, the lady didn't tell us, and we ended up buying black panels, which are like really readily available. If you want to buy a droid plus all of the accessories and the stickers and the panels, to customize it, you can spend upwards of $200. Really easy. It all adds up without even realizing until you get to the
register.
Adds
up like
that. Build your droid first, and then collect your accessories, and then check out so that you can use your annual pass on the accessories, because you're going to save a lot of money doing it like that. The signature is 15%, the deluxe is 10%.
But I think when you're picking out all like the parts of your droid, like the head and the colors and the body, I think that was actually a fun alone, because there's like a little conveyor belt that goes past and all these heads and bodies to choose from. But most of the time, right now, the black body is sold out, which...
Black's gonna go by fast.
Yeah, black's
they're always sold out.
I wish we found the clear dome with the black paint on it, and I wish that was there whenever we were there last time.
Oh, you know what I also wish? I wish you could buy extra parts.
Oh, extra heads.
Yeah.
If they would sell heads in a package,
I'd buy
it. Yeah, if they'd sell legs or heads or bodies, and just packages without the whole building experience, yeah, I'd buy them. I'd customize them up for whatever,
Yeah, just mix match your droid every once in a while.